Yeah, I was really hyped because theory crafting for weapons and items and stuff. I really like that autoclave. That's something that I'm really into, but I just don't have the willpower and time right now to jump into the fray. So this hand's great. I got turn 1 Gilded Goose, turn 2 Oko. We're playing perfect vintage hand. Chalice on 1. Chalice on 1 is not the greatest against our deck. I think I'm going to let it happen, though it does kind of slow down my whole plan. I thought someone might have pulled the plug on you there, Wombo. I'm sorry to hear it. I don't think I'm supposed to strip mine. I think I'm supposed to just start advancing my mana. Three mana. Well, that one is not happening here. That one's not happening. We've drawn 2 1-drops off the top, which is not great because we kind of need to make sure this Oko happens next turn. I really hope this Oko happens. Oh, you're forced to watch Vintage. I see how it is. I see. I can't imagine YouTube will be down for very long. So, wow, that's not good. This looks really bad for us because if I'm forced to counter something here, so bad. This is so bad for us. All right, I think I have to let that resolve. This Chalice is actually going to kill us, but I guess we would have lost to the Trinisphere anyways, so... They just have alright. So, we're a little locked, but we do have Strip Mine on their workshop. Oh, that's a blue card. Okay. Maybe it was greedy to not force the Chalice, but... I don't think I can force this. Kind of have to force this, though. I'm kind of dead, because I'm going to get double wastelanded. I'm like so far away from Oko. This is really unfortunate. I'm going to fetch 2 non-basics because my opponent's going to get to do this anyways because of the... I only have one basic land. All right, if we draw... No, we don't actually have any draws, do we? That's kind of unfortunate. We're so dead. All right, well, we're about to get... This is a little bit too many lock pieces. 4 lock pieces is a large number. Especially when they only have, you know, this is restricted, and this is restricted, and this is restricted, and this is restricted. Yeah, nope. All right, well, we... yes. Don't... Yeah, I just need to draw like a million lands, and I just don't think I'm going to. Like, I think we would have lost if we had forced this Chalice, maybe, but... Well, it's not Golos. They're on Metalworker, but yeah. Maybe a better deck than Golos, because it actually wins. Hard to say. I don't think we're going to draw enough lands in this game to cast any spells is the likely outcome, but... I don't think you can let the snake resolve. This is... Alright, that's not a bad draw, though. If we can find another land to cast this Pearl, it'll actually help a lot. That's true. Trinisphere wouldn't have done... I mean, they didn't have to play Trinisphere, though, Ian. If they saw Goose come down, they could have just played one of these instead of Trinisphere. I don't think we're dead, but I don't think we're in a good spot, no. Alright, I need a land here. Needed a land there. I mean, they're locked out too, but they at least have a clock, whereas we don't have anything going on. All right, okay, hold on. This is the best draw in our deck, so... All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. Not really, but... we're not really almost there. If we draw Black Lotus, we're +1 mana. And none of our cards... Chalice on 1 is actually killing us. Can't play Goose. Still have a Chalice on 1. Yeah, I think that's the end of the road. Unless we draw Black Lotus. Okay. Hold on, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost... I mean, we're going to still lose to this. But... No! It's really unfortunate. If we just draw these cards in the other order, where we draw all the lands before all the Treacherous Blessings, I think we would be fine. Because opponent's deck doesn't really do anything. Alright, we get to bring in a bunch of Nature's Claims, another Assassin's Trophy, and we get to board out Mental Misstep, Flusterstorm. I mean, at least some of these Treacherous Blessings and Perilous Researches, I would think. Maybe... God, they're all so bad, though. We have a lot of cards that are not very great here. Maybe it's better to just trim some Blessings. Like, really hard to cast spells. Just do that. All right. That was a little rough. We probably got greedy by not countering the Chalice. We might have been able to win that game if I had just countered the Chalice. Because if they played 3-ball, it wouldn't do anything. We would be able to play Oko. But if they played a Sphere, we would be in like a lot of trouble. So I think we're supposed to play Gilded Goose here, but I could be wrong. Maybe we're supposed to play Ancestral. Defense Grid, interesting. And Lotus. You have like a metal worker or something? Yeah, maybe it was just I really didn't think that it would have mattered, Ian. We only had one drop in hand and 5 or 6 more in our deck. So like, yeah, I mean I get it, but I just didn't feel like Chalice on 1 mattered very much. But we drew 1 drop, so I think I would still probably not counter it again. But unfortunately, my Goose has been needled, but I have, I got more cards where that came from. How do we want to sequence this? I have a lot of options. I'm not really sure what the best ones are, to be fair. Maybe we're supposed to research. I want to just ponder. Yeah, that's good. Let's do that. I don't know if I'm casting Time Walk per se. What if I just claim that and then cast Time Walk? Like, kind of feel like this is kind of a bad claim target, but it would kind of go off at the same time. So we could also just Time Walk and play a top or a goose. I'm not gonna like spin my top though, so I don't really see a lot of value in playing my top. I think it's highly unlikely for me to spin my top. Like, I'm casting spells this turn, right? I disagree. I think the second food is really important, especially if I like claim this and then spyglass them. Like, I think my play made a lot more sense than what you're saying. Like, I think the second food was like super, super important. All right. Well, at least we're not getting Crucible locked with this Ghost Quarter. I mean, it's an option, but I think unlocking our goose are very good here. Like, they currently just have a 5/5 Stone Coil as their play, which is good against our deck. Like, we don't really have ways to beat that. Oh, they just drew another Revoker off the top. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Maybe they'll name Ruby. It's a little unfortunate that we did claim this because it means we don't have claim for the Stone Coil, but yeah, we have two more claims, so all right, we know they have a Stone Coil left. Oh, all right, we have it. This is good. Just gonna make a food because I don't think hitting anything else matters. I mean, they're gonna make a big Stone Coil Serpent is the biggest problem, I guess. Maybe we just turn one of these geese into a 3/3 so that I can block for my Oko. If we need a food to sack next turn, we can make a food. So this thing is pro Oka, which is awful, but it's not pro Elk, which is nice. All right, they drew a Spyglass off the top for my Oko. That's a good draw, but at least we have a top, so I think they're not going to play a 3/3 Serpent. 3/3 Serpent's really bad into Elk, so I already used my Ancestral, so this only gets me Dig Through Time and Force and Brainstorm. Can just play Research on a Goose. I could spin my top. I could hit the Ruby. Research on the Oko seems not the best. I'd like the Oko to be freed at some point. Don't really think. I think I would much rather research on the Goose. I mean, all of this could be worse than just merchant scrolling for a Dig Through Time, right? Probably is all worse than merchant scrolling for a Dig Through Time. I do have a Yogwill in my deck, don't I? I guess I should build this like I have a Yogwill. I want to leave a claim. I guess I can take away the Time Walk. All right, so I can take this fetch land and this probe and then ancestral. I think it's fine because Mystic Sanctuary is a broken Magic the Gathering card. Like, I guess I could get the Nature's Claim and free the Oko. Oh, and I can't because it's a. Well, I think I might still be supposed to take this claim back anyways, even if I can't this turn. Because now I have answers to both Spyglass and Serpent. And then we take Demonic and Shuffle, probably. I don't think we want the Narset. It's going to cost a little too much mana. Oh, I can't actually make black mana. Never mind. I can't actually make black mana. I guess I actually can next turn if I claim the Spyglass, and then... no, I can't. All right, I need to shuffle that back into a Narset. That's kind of unfortunate. All right, we have our claim to match their Stonecoil Serpent, though, so I think this ended up being a pretty big win for us. Because, like, I kind of did need to find an answer to that. So I guess I will have to use my Ruby because I misordered here. I will still get my Demonic, but it'll just be off of my Narset. Tinker is a good one, yeah. This is pretty good. Look at these geese. Is there not a Gush in this deck? There should be a Gush in this deck. It's got to be better than one of the Perilous Researches. Yo! What's up, Phil? Welcome, everybody. We're playing Gilded Geese deck in Vintage right now. Yeah, it's just like such a powerful card that I kind of think you have to, but we're basically playing standard Oko deck, yeah. All right, I think I'm finally ready to get rid of this Oko. Maybe not. Well, I didn't. Well, this lets you draw the cards and then sack the permanent. That's kind of cool. I don't have any black mana still. After all of this, I guess this is completely irrelevant as well. I don't have a blue mana. Sorry, I have a black mana now. I don't have a blue card is what I was trying to say. I guess I don't have 3 mana anyways, so I can't hold anything up on their turn, so... I've eked a lot of value today off of this game, off of these researches. They've been pretty reasonable. I've had a lot of dead cards. My opponent's just drawn like mono wasteland, or I guess they have a crucible, so... I don't think that matters though. We have a Veraska coming down as well. Oh nope, I don't have a green mana anymore. I don't have green mana anymore. Oh man. I just want to cast this. Sure. I guess these are magic cards. I did kind of forget they had Crucible Wasteland going because we were so far ahead on board. Oh, it's too funny. I should be like spinning my top or something, but who cares? We got a Sphinx and a Treacherous Blessing. The value. All right, so that went pretty well. I guess we should just do it again. Gilded Goose was pretty good there. Not bad. I think we're doing it. Oh, I kind of kicked Jacob out. He took it to heart. Never came back. Yeah, it was it worse than Birds of Paradise though? So we can't really talk about it. Kicking Jake was not a punt. That's fair. I had to take control of the chat, you know? It was getting a little out of hand. All right, come on, opponent. Let's battle slash. Locke and Jake were acting the same age. All right. This is a hand. No force of will, but we've got a Goose and an Ancestral, which are pretty equivalent in power level. I mean, I had to keep it. Ghost Quarter. All right, that's a good sign for us. I guess it's less a good sign if they have that. All right. You know what Thorn of Amethyst doesn't make cost more? You guessed it. Gilded Goose. Good guess. Value. Look at the value. Just a beautiful avian creature right here. Don't stop revoking my geese. They did nothing wrong. So rude. Oh my lord. My opponent is so rude. How can you have this many effects? It's a lot of Ghost Quarters. This is a little unfortunate for the home team here. Okay, hold. Hold. What are we doing, though? Are we just ancestraling and hoping to draw more lands? Or are we Nature's Claiming the Thorn? I mean, we're going to lose both of our things and go down to 1 blue mana after we get Ghost Quartered anyways. So maybe what we should do is fetch a Tropical and cast Nature's Claim on the Thorn of Amethyst. That way we can cast the Ancestral after they Ghost Quarter us. Kind of feels like that's the correct play. I guess I can just wait right now. because the thorn being in play is maybe stopping them from doing something. I don't know. Maybe not. It's just going to be a stone coil. That's pretty unfortunate. Let's get a strip mine, or just get like an academy or a Caracas or something. I guess an academy. I kind of want to kill something so that they don't have artifacts to activate their Inventor's Fair this turn. But I think I'm just going to kill this Revoker. And then I'm going to use the Goose to cast Scroll for Force of Will. Okay. Opponent has 2 cards. We have Force of Will, another Answer, and a Dig Through Time. They do have 2 Ghost Quarters. One will get an island, and one will just take me off of green mana. Kind of an interesting game. Looks pretty good, though. Opponent tapping out for Golos was kind of the best thing that could have ever happened to us because they just stopped attacking our mana. It was kind of good. It was like really good for us that they actually went for this. And it also really good that they went for this because we had just like the perfect cards to attack a Tolarian Academy search, which is really nice. And 3rd Ghost Quarter is really bad though. Yeah, why aren't they Ghost Quartering us? Are they doing it now? It's really bad timing to do now. Let me actually float green. And then they just stopped doing Ghost Quarters. Kind of unfortunate they went for the island. Because now I can't dig this turn, but they have nothing left. Like, they're completely out of gas. We do have an active Mana Crypt, though. They have a bunch of mana here. They're 1 away from Metalcraft. But we have a dig. That's a good one, too. Wait, I can still cast dig first. Well, that's certainly a powerful dig through time. I have Tinker, and I also have Yogwill. I don't need to Lotus Tinker. I could just land Tinker and have Yogwill for the next turn. Kind of think so. There's something to be said about Lotus Yogwill, though. Lotus Yogwill is a tropical island, a nature's claim, an ancestral recall. The only problem with Lotus Yogwill is it doesn't have a threat in it. But if I just claim their Soul Ring, like what are they doing with their whole deck? The only thing that would like I guess a Crucible off the top. Yeah, you're the only one on. I mean, it's a similar line. I'm pretty sure all of these lines win the game, but it is kind of interesting to think about which one is the best. The most powerful line is Lotus Yogwill. Tinker Force is fine. But let's try Tinker Lotus. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Oh, that's true. Tinker Force is better against a top deck Serpent. That is fair. Didn't really think about that. Wait, no matter what, I have to use this. Dig Through Time doesn't shuffle. What are you talking about? Tinker shuffles. They drew a Crucible? Okay. I shouldn't exchange control. I really want to, though. I really want to just take their Crucible. I can't take Crucible? Why not? I can give him a Goose. Oh, okay, you're right. You're right. I read it wrong. Yes, definitely. Oko is also Dak Vaden. Yeah, that would be pretty good. I agree. That's a good one. I mean, it's not going to stop the Sphinx, but they kind of just need to drop a Serpent. I think I don't like this line. I kind of wanted to go Lotus Yogwill. It's so greedy, though. It's like just it's got to be the greediest possible line. I don't know. Yeah, Bridge is pretty good if you draw it right after Revoker. Not a Bridge. Kind of a wild game, to be honest. Nope. Kind of a wild game. I don't know if we made the right line off that dig, but I'm pretty sure they were all pretty good choices. Kind of a cool dig through time. Yeah, just keep sending us Golos shops players. Absolutely.